Imagine sitting down to study, work, or think clearly, and instead your mind feels like a browser with 30 tabs open, all playing sound at the same time. You try to push through it, telling yourself to focus harder, but the pressure only makes everything louder. If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Today, we are not just talking about mindfulness as a relaxation trick. We are going deeper and reframing it as a practical mental skill for people who feel overwhelmed, distracted, and mentally exhausted, especially students, young professionals, and anyone living in a constant state of mental overload. Most people are introduced to mindfulness during stressful moments, like exams or deadlines. They think of it as something you do when stress appears, almost like an emergency button. That mindset is the first mistake. Mindfulness is not a last resort. It is a daily training process for your attention, similar to how exercise trains your body. When you only use it in crisis, you miss its real power. The real benefit of mindfulness is not just feeling calm for a few minutes. It is learning how to stay present and grounded, even when pressure does not go away. Let us start by clearing up a common misunderstanding. Mindfulness is not about emptying your mind or forcing yourself to stop thinking. Your brain is designed to think. Trying to shut it down only creates frustration. Mindfulness is about noticing what is already happening without fighting it. Stressful thoughts, physical tension, and distractions are not enemies. They are signals. When you learn to observe them instead of reacting automatically, you regain control. One of the most effective ways to train this skill is through body-based awareness. Stress is not only in your thoughts, it lives in your body. Tight shoulders, shallow breathing, clenched jaws, and restless legs are all signs that your nervous system is on high alert. A simple body awareness practice helps you interrupt that cycle. Begin by bringing attention to your breathing, not to change it, but to notice it. Feel the air entering and leaving your body. This anchors your attention in something real and physical, instead of abstract worries about the future. As you continue, gently move your attention through your body. Notice your head, your neck, your shoulders, and how much tension you are carrying without realizing it. When you notice tension, you do not need to force it away. Simply recognizing it often allows the body to soften on its own. This process teaches your brain an important lesson. You are safe in the present moment, even if your mind is telling dramatic stories about what might go wrong later. Another powerful concept is how you relate to your thoughts. Most people believe every thought deserves immediate attention. Mindfulness teaches you that thoughts are events, not commands. Imagine each thought as something passing through your awareness, rather than something you must follow. When a worry appears, acknowledge it, label it as a thought, and let it move on. This does not mean ignoring responsibilities. It means choosing when and how to engage with them instead of being dragged around by mental noise. Consistency matters more than duration. 5 minutes of mindful awareness practiced daily is far more effective than one long session done only when stress peaks. Over time, this practice changes how your brain responds to pressure. You become quicker at noticing stress signals and faster at returning to the present. This is where mindfulness becomes a performance tool, not just a relaxation method. Focus improves, emotional reactions soften, and decision-making becomes clearer. It is also important to create the right conditions for practice. A quiet space helps, but perfection is not required. Life is noisy, unpredictable, and distracting. Learning mindfulness in imperfect conditions prepares you for real-world stress. Instead of waiting for silence, practice noticing sounds without labeling them as good or bad. This builds resilience and adaptability, two skills that matter far beyond meditation sessions. Over time, mindfulness shifts from something you do to something you live. You start noticing your breath during difficult conversations. You recognize tension before it turns into frustration. You catch negative self-talk before it spirals. These small moments add up, and that is where transformation happens. Stress may still exist, but it no longer controls you. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. Mindfulness is not about escaping your life. It is about learning how to fully inhabit it, even when it feels uncomfortable. With regular practice, you train your mind to stay steady in the middle of pressure instead of collapsing under it. That skill is valuable in exams, careers, relationships, and every challenge that demands clarity. Start small, practice often, be patient with yourself. The goal is not to become perfectly calm, but to become more aware, more grounded, and more capable of meeting life as it is. When you do that, stress stops being an enemy and becomes a signal guiding you back to the present moment.